Welcome to the Jaguar Podcast, a show where we discuss all things related to Duval County's finest NFL football team, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Move 42, set, fight!
Duval, baby! Hey, it's Andrew, and welcome to episode 52 of the Jaguar Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be doing a pregame analysis of the matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. So let's jump into it. Before I start off, though, just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I hope everyone enjoyed it and enjoyed the time with their families as well. So Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas to all. To jump into it, this will be a very tough game for the Jags. They'll be playing this at home against Indianapolis. I think, this will be, could be a blowout if, the Jags don't show up on defense, or it could be potentially close. It could go either way, honestly. But I think if it's a blowout, Doug Marrone, his future, I think will definitely be more unsure after that. I mean, if he loses this game, if it's just a blowout, I think, it's even more likely that he could potentially be fired. The same, I think, holds true for Dave Caldwell, the GM of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know they're both on the hot seat. So, there have been some rumors from owner Shad Khan that, they may be staying, for next season. But I think it's up in the air at this point. I'll be doing another episode on personnel changes and the future of current Jacksonville Jaguars personnel. I think for sure Todd Wash will not be here next season. The defense has just regressed. They've been playing terribly. We can't stop the run, and we got to get back to Jacksonville. So I think there needs to be a change. But I will be doing another episode in the future on personnel changes and recommendations. In this game, I feel like the Indianapolis Colts will be going to running back Marlon Mack. So, it will be essential for Jacksonville stopping him and kind of taking him out of the game, making sure that he doesn't run all over us. So our defensive line, Taven Bryan, Avery Jones, our ends as well, Calais Campbell and Josh Allen have to play better. We have to, kind of stop the run, plug those gaps, make sure, Indianapolis, their offensive line doesn't get on our linebackers. We have to tackle better. I mean, that's been a theme all season. We have to make those tackles. Again, some bad tackles in that game against the Falcons. I think Trey Herndon had an ankle tackle he missed. I mean, we have to wrap up, and we have to, stop them from getting those first downs. We'll need to, put pressure on Jacoby Brissett, get in his face, make him make mistakes. Don't give him time to make those throws because, he will make them. He has a lot of weapons as well. So again, I think this is it could go either way. It could go, could be a close game, and Jacksonville, could win by a field goal. I think that's unlikely. I think Indianapolis is going to pound the football. They're going to go to Marlon Mack. They're going to switch it up and go to their air attack as well. Probably see a lot of play action, probably a lot of crossing routes to try to, exploit that zone defense. Again, I think this could go either way, but I think it will likely fall in the favor of Indianapolis. I don't think that's the end of the world, honestly. Like I said, we need to kind of, stock our position in the draft. So if we lose out for the rest of the season, I don't think that's the end of the world. But I think we'll definitely see some changes at defensive coordinator. I don't think Todd Wash will be back. I don't know. We may see some changes in the offensive coordinator position. John DeFilippo, he may get the axe as well. I don't think that's really a bad decision either, because we haven't been running the ball that much or that well this season. So to piggyback off of that, I feel like in order to win this game, we need to run the ball and we need to pound the football. We need to go to Leonard Fournette and kind of utilize him as an offensive weapon. Our offensive line needs to block better. We need to open up holes for Leonard Fournette. We need to protect Gardner Minshew, so he can make those throws and go deep and kind of mix it up. But, let me know how you feel about this game. Leave me a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Give me a like on my YouTube video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me some feedback on Apple Podcasts as well. It always helps me with these episodes. And, stay strong. We got the last game of the season coming up. It's been a rough, rocky season, but, we'll stay strong. Duval for life. Go Jags, and I'll see you next time.
Let me get that. JYD coming up with the big sack. Quarterbacks beware, we on the prowl. Game day night, you could hear it in our growl. Intimidation on to keep their hearts racing. Eating other teams live on TV front of the nation. Spectacular defensive scheme.
This episode is available on the Jaguar Podcast YouTube channel. So if you stop by, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like. Also, these episodes are available on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and other major podcast distributors as well. So if you don't mind, please leave me a review and some feedback. I'd really appreciate that. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, my Twitter handle is @JagwarPodcast. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. This is Andrew signing off. Cheers.